Crackberry.com.
Hey everyone, DJ here for Crackberry.com, and I am looking at an app called Snap to Share for BlackBerry 10. Nothing to do with Snapchat or Snap. It is a photo editing tool and a sketchbook in one. By photo editing, I mean you can like append things, highlight things, blur things out, add text and all that kind of stuff. And we'll go through that. So this is the first screen you see when you open up the phone. A couple of tips up there. You can watch videos on how to use the app if you want, made by the developer. You can open an existing image to edit, and I'll edit one and show all the features, but you can just tap anywhere as well if you just want to jump in and start sketching really. So I'm on an arrow. Just gonna undo that. So this one down here kind of brings up these options here. Pen tool, you can see here text, ellipse tool, rectangle, all sorts of stuff. Then up here you kind of can, it's the thickness of what you draw. So pressing that will toggle it on, but once you put your finger down, you can see it kind of goes into full screen mode, so you can see what's happening. This is the undo, redo stuff down here. You can change the colors as well, and you can even add your own kind of mix of colors as well. Just drag to where you want, choose the color. Oops, a bit too far. So you choose the color, and then once you're happy, just hit pick color there. It's added to that thing here. So you can see the top one is all the ones kind of pre-loaded. Then you can start picking your own colors as well, and you can see here you can change the transparency of how it will appear as well. Okay, so down here are other options. This is kind of where you can blur things out, pixelate things. This point out here is great for if you want to highlight something on a photo. So if I just open a photo right now, so I'm just going to open this, and it will rescale anything that it's too big, because it makes it kind of a 1440 by 1440 kind of screen. So this is my chewed up earphones by one of my cats, and I want to just highlight something, so I'm going to just bring up the ellipse tool here, maybe make it red, and kind of do that. Now let's make it thicker slightly. Okay, maybe it's a bit too thick, but you can see there, or I could have chosen the arrow, if you want to highlight anything. You can see if I use the point out option here, it's kind of made it transparent. It's kind of made my arrow transparent, as opposed to if I have over, it's kind of a more, over the photo, whereas point out, it's a bit more subtle. You don't want to over, take things, make things too obscure on the actual photo when you point out. But that's the point of the point out, to, make it transparent. But you have the option up here whether you want to do that. Anyway, just last thing, this one here is kind of, if you want to move your photo around, just tap it and then move your photo. You can even zoom in if you wanted to, really get in there and edit something, and then just double tap it to snap back to full screen view. This three dots icon here, it's just for sharing, saving, opening something, or starting a new right here. Just a few niggles with the app. This spanner icon and this down here, you can see they bring up the same thing, so that's a bit of redundancy. There's also not too much consistency as well. See, this icon I can just tap to bring up this menu. This one does something else, so that's not really gonna thing, but this one I have to double tap this one. Tapping it once doesn't bring it up. Like this one, I have to double tap. So again, not quite consistent there, but it's a pretty good app overall. There's this kind of a headless element to the app as well. Basically, if you take a screenshot on your phone, and generally when you take a screenshot of something, you want to share it out, it kind of on the instant preview, it comes down and says, do you want to open this in Snap to Share to edit? And sometimes I do take a screenshot of something that has sensitive information. I want to blur it out, so it's a great way of kind of immediately opening it up, editing it, and then sharing. So that's what that headless element there is for. You can turn it on. So that is an option for you to have on or not. It's not forced upon you, which is great. So that is just a hands-on look at Snap to Share. It's free to download and available for all BlackBerry 10 devices. If you want to try it out, it's free to download, like I say, and there's that sketchbook element as well. You know, if you just want to do sketches and all that, and there's lots of things that you can do. You can see how many kind of effects that you can do. There's this overlay here, which is just opening, having another image on the screen, so like a picture-in-picture kind of thing. Lots of options, can be overwhelming, but it's free to download. But if you do want to start saving your stuff, you do have to then upgrade to the full version, which costs $1.99. But if it's something you're going to be using a lot, it's well worth it. It's a picture editor, photo editor, and sketchbook app in one instead of having two separate apps. So that is Snap to Share for BlackBerry 10.